Okay, thank you very much for joining. Just to let you know, we're going to be recording the session today, so we can share after this webinar to all the people that has registered and also the ones that have attended. We can send a copy or a video of a link of the video of the presentation in case they want to review it. Okay. As you know, today we're going to be talking about all the artificial intelligence solutions that we have for the gambling and casino sector or industry. Also, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Alvaro Mocholi. I'm responsible for international sales, and I'm also the managing director of Grecom Technologies. And then let me just do a very brief introduction of our company. Okay, Grecom Technologies, we are, as a matter of fact, we are two companies. One is Engaro, which is the company that has developed most of the solutions that we have in the available in our portfolio. And then Grecom has been the company that is in charge of marketing all the solutions from Engaro, and also has developed some different solutions on the thermographic area and so on. We are very specialized. We are a company that is specialized on developing real-time analytics for thermal cameras. That is our biggest expertise, although we also have solutions for optical spectrum cameras. Okay, up to date, we have developed over 30 different analytics, which I will explain later on all the areas that we can cover. We export our solutions to 64 countries worldwide, and then we offer the entire chain of value. That means that we have our own R&D department, which is in charge of developing our own solutions. Then we have an integration department, which is in charge of integrating our solutions with existing security platforms, BMSs, new cameras that come up on the market, and so on. And then also what we do is we have our own pre-sales and after-sales department. The pre-sales supports and helps our customers to make the decisions on where to deploy the cameras and to do the right setup. And then we have the after-sales department, which is in charge of solving any potential problems that might show up with our analytics. These are all the different analytics lines that we currently have available. So we have solutions for perimeter surveillance with either thermal camera and also optical spectrum cameras. We have solutions for automation and safety. We have solutions for marine surveillance. We have also solutions for traffic. We are very specialized on tunnel surveillance, especially on the road and railways tunnels and underground tunnels. We have solutions for fire prevention and detection, healthcare. We have cybersecurity, face recognition, and forensic. Okay. All right, so let's start all over. Once I just done the brief introduction of our company, let's go over the different solutions that we have for the gambling and casino industry. We're going to start with the face recognition. As you guys know, I mean, in the US, I mean, you guys have big casinos, but for example, we are from Spain. In Europe, here in Europe, there is a lot of gambling stores, okay, the small stores. And then here it has been a lot of problems with the people coming into these gambling stores because they are not on their, they don't have the right age to be able to gamble, and sometimes they get in trouble. So the gambling stores, they have the requirement to register all the people that come into their stores. So this is a very fast and efficient way to do it with the face recognition. What you do is you just register the person, register the face, and then whenever they come in, they just have to go by the camera and then they register. And then to those people that they are not under the required age, will automatically detect it and trigger the alarm. What is the key benefits of this face recognition? Okay, as you know, the minimum requirements to have a good face recognition is to have a 99.87% of accuracy. We are over that. And this is something that has been certified by the NIST. So this is not something that we came out with. We follow all the privacy policies, the AES 256 in REST, and then also the HTTPS. Okay. And then also we have the proprietary facial digital signatures. Okay. This solution is available on premise. We can go on the cloud, or can also go hybrid. It can go also on tablets and smartphones. It is one of the fastest solutions, I would say the fastest solution on the market on detection, which can detect the face in less than 100 milliseconds. And then also is one of the most efficient from the processing requirements. I mean, we can save up to 20% of the processing requirements versus some other competing solutions that are on the market. This solution is available also in Windows, Mac, or it can also be on Linux, on Android. And then hold on, let me just. And then also can be available on iOS. Here is the results of a test of the testing that the NIST did. They tested over 300 different algorithms. And as you can see here on the top right corner, okay, this is we are among the fastest, I would say the fastest solution out of all the different algorithms that were tested, and also among the ones that required less processing capacity in order to detect. Okay, so that is how efficient the solution is. Okay, what can we offer for the gambling and casinos industry? Okay, from the monitoring point of view, we can detect people with masks. Also, we can detect social distancing inside the premises. So whenever there is a gathering of too many people, we can detect it and then send the security guard or to try to separate them. We can also have the audience management, so we can know, we can manage queues, we can manage how people are moving, or we can do heat maps, so we can know how people are moving inside the premises. Also, we can have like a suspect detection, so we can have kind of like a blacklist. Hold on. Excuse me. We can have a kind of like a blacklist, so we can detect those people that are not allowed, or in the past that generated some trouble inside the premises, so we can detect it before they can come in. Also, we can do the directional analysis, so we can find out exactly the time that person or that customer spend inside the premises, so we can have the dwell time. And then also this is a contactless. I mean, so this is you don't require of any device or any authentication device or badges in order to get into. From the facial recognition, we can have the access control. So this can be used for employees and also for customers. We can have the VIP recognition. So in case that you have any kind of loyalty programs that the customers that visit more often can get a benefit of. So you can identify once they get into, so they get some special treatment. Also, you can have like the subscription and activation of new customers. So this also can be done for on the entrance, and also can be done for the visits of suppliers in a way that once they get registered, they don't have to go through the whole process all over again. Then also we can have the recognition of suspects, as we say before, and then we can also have the liveness and anti-spoofing notification. This is very important because sometimes, I mean, people try to fool it with a picture or with an image of on a video recorded on a smartphone or a tablet. This system will detect when it's a real face or when it's a non-real face, let's call it. Okay, from the analytics point of view, we can do a demographic analysis, so we can find out by gender. We can classify by gender, by age, age, and then also we can have like the well, the facial expression is more of a whenever for the employees once they get into, in order to get granted the access, they need to smile. So this is kind of like a policy. We can also have the heat maps, queuing time. So in case that the queuing time is too long, so you can open new lines in order to make more efficient or more fluid, let's call it, or move faster the lines. We can also find out the dwell time occupation panel. This is a kind of like a dashboard that in one screen you can see exactly how many people is inside the premise, how many more people can come in, and then also you can have like a demographic analysis of all the people that is inside. Okay. Here I'm gonna show you a video on how the liveness and anti-spoofing works. As you will see here, whenever the system detects that is a real face, automatically you will see that there is a green heart coming up on the top. Okay, so that means that it is a real face, sorry. Also, when you try to fool the system with a picture, automatically you see that is a red heart, so the system automatically detects that this is not a real face, so will not grant the access to that person. And also with videos will work. And then what you can do is you can have the double verification or double identification. So whenever you put the badge, the face doesn't match with the identity of the badge, will not grant the access. Okay, so this is also, especially for employees and so on, this will be quite good. Now we're going to introduce you the platform, the security platform that we can have for the gambling and casinos industry. Okay, this is a solution, or this is a platform that is more intelligent, it has artificial intelligence included on it. So that means that whenever we are recording all the data, the recording is being classified. For example, if it's recording and there is a human or there is a vehicle, it will classify as a human and vehicle. You can also classify by the color of the clothing. It will classify by the gender. It can classify by the face recognition. It can classify by the license plate number. So whenever you want to do a smart search, you will not have to go through hours of recordings in order to identify or to verify if an incident that happened previously. So basically, you just go to the search tool and then you just enter the parameters of that object or that person that was suspicious to create the trouble. Okay, so you can put like on the search tool, you can put the face, and then automatically the system will search for that face throughout all the cameras that are connected to the VMS. Or if in case that is in a parking lot, you can put the license plate number and automatically will search through all the cameras that are on the parking lot and identify the license plate number. Or you can also search by the color of the clothing or by gender or by the type of clothing, like if it's long shirt, or if it's short, or you're wearing shorts, or you're wearing long jeans, or whatever. Okay. This is a solution that has been certified by the ISO 2701, and it was the winner of the Red Dot winner on 2021 as the smart product. Okay. Also, this solution can help you to manage buildings in a way that you can count people, you can track people inside the building, and then whenever there is an area where there is no that many affluence of people, what you can do is you can turn off the lights, you can turn off the heating or the air conditioning, or for example, imagine on the cleaning of the restrooms, when the system detects that there is no one inside the restroom, automatically can give a call to the maintenance service so they can go and do the cleaning and so on. This is how the architecture will work of this solution. You have two options. You can either go with our cameras, which will include the analytics will be embedded and also the recording will be embedded into the camera, or you can have third-party cameras. In most of the cases, we go with third-party cameras. In case that you go with our camera, you can work through the what we call it the cloud connector, or you can go directly to the cloud. It depends on how you would like to do it. And then in order to access to the cloud, you can access through any smartphone, a tablet, or desktop, or laptop devices, always as long as you have internet connection. In the case that you go with a third-party camera, you will need to have the server, and this will be where the analytics and the recording will be done. Okay, and in case that you also want to use the cloud, the connector can be connected to the cloud, and then you can access the server through any smartphone or desktop, or you can go straight into the server. Here I'm gonna put you a video on how this smart tool works.
Welcome to AvaAware. Today we're going to cover search. Search is a tool that allows us to search for specific events that may have occurred across one or multiple cameras. This allows us to search for things like the appearance of a person or a vehicle, a line cross event where a vehicle or person has crossed a specific virtual line that we've drawn, loitering events where a person or a vehicle may have been stationary for too long in one place, indicating something like an idling vehicle that may be outside of a loading dock or outside of an airport, or a person that may just be acting suspiciously in an area that they should not be. We can also alert on sound detection, and this leverages the onboard sound detection in our AvaAware cameras that can detect things like glass breaks, loud noises, smoke alarms, and many more audio models that are being added with each release. So, for example, if we were to create a line cross search, what we can do is we can choose what kind of objects we want to search for. We can stick with any or go down to a specific person. This person can be specified based on gender or based on the attire that they're wearing in the top or the lower quadrant of their body, and you can combine both colors as well, looking for people in uniforms or based on a description that was given by a third party. We can also leverage an image. If someone has captured a cell phone image of this person or vehicle, we can upload that in order to do a search based on these detections. Then we can choose where we want to do this detection. So this detection can take place, for example, on a camera in a parking lot. It could also happen inside of a building. So if we were looking for people that may have been in front of a register, we can choose one or multiple cameras and then choose the line that we want these objects to be crossing in order to qualify for the detection. We can choose the direction of travel of this object. And in the case of something like a convenience store, if we're just looking for anyone that is walking out, as this person just did in this example, we can unclick the entering direction so that we're only looking for the direction of travel out the door. And then we can choose the time period that we're searching for. This can be anywhere from specific minutes down to a block of time that may be days or hours. And in our case, when we're just looking for the last 30 minutes worth of search, we're presented with all of the events that correspond to our search criteria. So in our case, we're looking for people that are exiting. And if I highlight over that video, we're going to see the people that are exiting. I can click into this video to see it in greater detail. This will allow me to see not only the event that occurred, but the object within our floor plan as that user exits this building. I can then click to act on that activity. But we can also see in our parking lot as a person was crossing that virtual line that we created. So this allows us to very quickly get to the events that matter to us and then act on them. These different video clips that we have captured here can then be exported. So we can take the relevant information by clicking the plus, and we can choose to share or save. So we can export this as an MP4. We can share this as a publicly accessible link. We can bookmark it so that these video clips do not get deleted by typical retention. And of course, we can also do similarity searches if we want to look for people that are similar to the objects that have been detected in these environments. Now, you're also presented with the ability to create a rule. We have a whole nother section dedicated to creating rules based off of searches as well as other parameters. I implore you to check that out.
Then we're going to talk about another solution, which is the data loss prevention. This is very important. I mean, as you guys know, all the casinos and then also all the gambling, especially the gambling now that they do a lot of gambling online. They manage a lot of data. Hold on, let me just silence someone. What we have here is one solution, okay, that this is was the US Saver Command winner. This is a solution that there were 10 categories. The solution won in 7 of them, and also was among the overall performance. Okay, so this is also JITC certified, NITF compliant, and then also was the Cybersecurity Awards winner solution. Okay, on 2021. So this is a solution that has been well tested and is also very well recognized. And this is how it performs. Basically, here, what we do is we are monitoring all the computers and all the laptops that are connected to the network. And here, what we're doing is we are monitoring all the activity. I mean, that means if they're doing a screenshot, if they're printing the material, if they are accessing to some critical files, like financial files or database files, if they have a pen drive and they try to copy any files, if they try to send any files through the email without being protected. So basically, we're monitoring all the activity. And then whenever we detect something that doesn't follow the IT policy of the company, then automatically what we do is we react, okay? And so we can react in several ways. I mean, we can react like we can block the action, we can isolate the computer or the system. We can send a kind of like an alarm. We can send an alarm to the manager. So we can lock it, or we can lock the activity. So pretty much what you do is, I mean, you're monitoring all the activity, and then whenever someone breaches the IT policy of the company, automatically it will be blocked and it will be registered in a way that all that data, all those, imagine that we have like 100 laptops, and then all those laptops, all the activity will be reporting to a central central computer where we will have the management system, and you will have an interface in which you can see all the activity of all the computers that are connected to the network, and then you can have like alarms in real time in case that anyone breaches the IT policy. Okay, this model works on the subscription model, so that means that what you do is you just like download the license into the computers that you want to monitor, and then whenever they see any activity, automatically they will send it directly to the manager laptop. Okay. So this is, I mean, this is a very light agent. It's very easy to install. You just need to download it into the computers that you want to monitor. Okay. Then also you can have like an advanced content inspection in a case that someone is using some critical information like credit card numbers, social security numbers, insurance policy numbers, and so on, account numbers, and so on. So in case that someone is accessing to that information or exchanging or sending that information automatically, you will be able to identify it. Okay, and then all the enforcement is automated. So what you do is whenever something happens, automatically you can tell the system to trigger an alarm or to trigger kind of like a box, an alarm box saying that, for example, the activity that person is performing is not allowed under the IT policy of the company. Okay, and this will be kind of like an example of the dashboard where you can see all the systems that are connected or they have the software installed, so you can see which ones are performing correctly and which ones are not performing accordingly. Then also we have the perimeter lookout. This is a solution for perimeter surveillance, especially we use this on the parking lots. This has artificial intelligence on it. Hold on. It has multiple detection rules like intrusion, line crossing, prowling, abandoned object. Also can auto-classify humans and vehicles and can discriminate animals, vegetation movement, light changes, shadows, and raindrops. Okay, it's compatible with all the IP cameras. Okay, and right now it's integrated with Milestone. Also, is integrated with our platform and Genetec. Okay. I'm gonna put you here a video on how this system will work. So, I mean, as you can see, can discriminate human from animals. You can see here that the lady is going with a dog and the dog is not being detected. So as I say, it doesn't generate false alarms by light changes or with the raindrops, shadows, and so on. And here will be some success cases that we have implemented our solutions into. As we say before, we implemented this in the FBI and in the US. We implemented the cybersecurity system and also the VMS. On the NATO headquarters, we installed the access control, especially with the temperature screening. The Rota military base, this is a military base in south of Spain, which is a US and Spanish base. So we do all the perimeter surveillance and also the surveillance of the port. The Armada is the Navy of Spain, so we control all the bases from them. On the oil and gas industry, we also work with all the prime, some of the prime oil companies like Saudi Aramco in the Middle East and Repsol and Cepsa, which are Spanish companies, and Endesa, which is also a Spanish company. As for critical infrastructures, we have done the perimeter of the Madrid International Airport, Valencia Port, which is the largest port in the Mediterranean by container traffic, Trillo military nuclear plant. This is one nuclear plant here in Spain, so we also do the perimeter for them. On the telecommunications, we work with AT&T, Facebook, Hitachi, companies in the US like Penske, Toyota, PepsiCo. Okay, we have also worked with them. And then on the banking sector, we have worked with Santander, which is the 5th largest bank in the world. CaixaBank, which will be on the top 10 also. Samba, which is a Saudi bank. We have also done some projects for them. And this will be all the solutions that we have for the gambling and casino industry. So any questions that you might have, please go ahead. You can either do it through the chat or you can activate your microphone. Here you have my contact details. You have my mobile telephone number, my email address, in case that you want to reach me, and also in case that you want to request a demo. you can ask, you can access to this web address. Very important for you to know that the licenses include setup, remote setup, fine tuning. So this is kind of like a turnkey solution. So until the solution is not performing as expected, we will not stop working on it. So in case that you have any questions, please feel free and go ahead. Ronnie, you have any questions?
I'm okay, thank you. I was just wondering, came a little late on this video. Is there a way we can see the recorded one?
Yes, of course. What I will do is I will send you the a copy of the presentation, and also we'll send you the link of the video so you can watch it.
All right. Thank you so much. Have a good
Thank you.
day.
We will be visiting IEC West, but we will not be exhibiting this year. I don't know, with this year, with all this COVID situation, I think it's a little bit weird. I mean, we were on the Intersect, we were visiting, and it was also quite slow, quite quiet. Yes, the facial recognition can run embedded into the Axis cameras, okay, and also it can be running embedded into Mobotics, and it can also work on server base. The license can go on perpetual or subscription, depending on the product that you choose. For example, for the face recognition, you can have perpetual or subscription. For the VMS, all the hardware is perpetual, and then the analytics is under subscription. As for the data loss prevention software, this will go always on subscription model. And as for the perimeter surveillance, it can go on perpetual or subscription. So any more questions here? Okay, so as I said, we will do is we will send a copy of the presentation on the upcoming days, and also a link to the video of the presentation of today's webinar, in case that you want to go over. Anyhow, in case that you want to get in touch with me, here you have my mobile telephone number and also my email address, in case that you want to get in touch with me. Okay. Well, thank you very much. And then looking forward to hearing from you and keep in touch with you. Okay. Thank you.